Hello, local coordinator candidate. This overview is intended to inform you about HSUSA and the local coordinator role to help you decide if this is a good fit for you. First, we will cover a little bit about HSUSA, then the details about the role itself, and then we will finish with the application process and how to move forward if you decide this is a good fit for you. High School in the USA is a nonprofit educational organization designated by the Department of State. We bring together high school students from all around the world to the United States for a semester program or an academic year-long program. Our mission is to foster global understanding and future leadership to contribute to world peace. Many government and policy leaders have had past exchange experience, and the research continues to show that these programs truly do influence decisions that shape our future. Our parent company, Southwestern, was established in 1855. They have provided over 10,000 students with exchange opportunities in the United States through their branch, Global Education Concepts, which does business as Global Cultural Exchanges. And most recently, they have added the DBA High School in the USA, its first nonprofit branch. We are purposefully small in order to offer personalized support for our students, families, and our local coordinators. And because we are small, it is easier for local coordinators, you, to access all the incentives we have to offer, and there is always room for growth. One of the most unique features of the program is the LEAD program, which is a Google Classroom course along with young mentors that our exchange students are required to attend. And it helps develop life skills, emotional intelligence, academics, and community impact. It also helps to keep their head on straight and focused during their program year. They prepare students for success before and after graduation. We offer 100% scholarship to any high school host sibling, so it's always a good point to make when seeking host families. For this local coordinator role, your main responsibility is finding volunteer host families. We, of course, provide training and support to help you do that. People usually ask, why do families host? I'm going to give you a few examples because it will be helpful to you when you are seeking host families. There are a variety of reasons why people host. We have people who are empty nesters, and they want to reconnect with their community by hosting a student who will attend the public school district. We have families that only have one child, and they want an instant sibling for that child. We have families who homeschool their kids, and they like to host our students because it contributes to their curriculum, bringing the culture and language into their home, even though their students will attend public school and they will continue to homeschool their own kids. They also like to supplement their curriculum with our LEAD program. So this is, again, a good selling point to highlight. And some people do it just for the pure cultural exchange experience. They want to build relationships with people overseas to build a larger community for themselves and for their families. Now I'm going to walk you through the process of what happens when you find a host family so that you can understand what your in-person and virtual requirements look like. Once you find a family or your regional manager finds a family for you, you would send them an application through your database. The regional manager would run the background checks and get school approvals for the student that they have selected in partnership with us. Then you would do an in-person host family interview and home verification visit. So this is an in-person requirement where you meet the family and we will guide you through that. Once the placement is confirmed after all of this, you would conduct a host family orientation prior to the student arrival, which is sometime in August. Sometimes this is done virtually for training purposes for new local coordinators, so you would attend virtually with your host family to learn the host family orientation content, and your regional manager would deliver the content. And then thereafter, you would be able to conduct it on your own to your host families, all together in one setting instead of individually per family. Once the student arrives, the host family picks them up from the airport, and then you have 2 weeks to meet the student and conduct your student arrival orientation, which is similar to the host family orientation content, and you would do one student orientation for the full group of students that you are supervising rather than multiple ones. After that, The rest of the requirements are mostly remote. You would monitor monthly progress via phone call at a minimum and submit the information via your database questionnaire forms. There is a progress report questionnaire form for each student and their host family, and that would be done monthly. And then there's one for the school that will pop up every other month. In the second semester, one of the progress reports will be done in person, so you will have to visit each student's home. Therefore, it is mostly virtual work with some in-person requirements that are limited to the 2 orientations I mentioned and the 2 home visits I mentioned. You may, however, choose to organize optional events with the students to have some fun and foster connection, such as going bowling with everyone. We will cover your bowling ticket and the student will cover their own, and it's a fun way to check in with the student, but it's not required. The base compensation for this role is $1,000 per student per year divided over the 10-month program. Payroll runs once a month and it is always a month behind. Deposits are usually received in the last week of the month. Once a payment is due for you, you will then receive an email from our Southwestern Business Department to set up your direct deposit. Additional financial bonus opportunities are available for achievement, such as early placements, referrals, and other incentives, which include earning international and national trips. This year, everyone is headed to Prague and Nashville. And like I stated in the beginning, there is room for growth that goes above the starting pay here. But also remember, you only make as much as you want. If you want to find more host families and want to supervise more kids, that would be completely up to you. In terms of the application process, you will receive 3 emails if you decide to move forward. One of the emails is just the application database, which will turn into a working database once you are approved. The second email is a temporary password. And the third email is a welcome email with helpful documents to get started, some social media links that you should follow, and a letter to student, which is required in your application. So I like to provide you with a template so that you know how to complete that part of the application. In terms of the application itself, there are 3 parts. The first part is the personal information, and please remember your profile picture is required. Please upload that or we will not see the progress of your application automatically. The second part are just documents to sign. Ignore the incomplete messages. We need to approve it on our end, and then those messages will disappear. And the third part is a test, which is really just an exercise. The button that says proceed to test does not work. So look to the right of your screen and you will see a PowerPoint. Read through that PowerPoint and click on the link at the end of the PowerPoint, and the test will populate right inside that box. You must score an 80 or above to pass, and when you submit your answers, any wrong answers will be highlighted for your review. The system will provide you the correct answer with an explanation so that you can fully understand, and then you will be able to retake the test as many times as you need. This test is required annually by the Department of State for everyone who works with exchange students. In short, this was just an overview of the role to help you decide if it is a good fit for you. If you would like to continue to move forward with joining our team, please reach back out via email stating so, and we will send you the application so you can get started. We will schedule a call with you to follow up when we see you are moving forward with your application. Please note that this is a 1099 independent contractor role. You will not get rich quick. It's a good way to have a little fun, learn about different cultures, meet other people in your community, all while earning supplemental income and additional incentives. Thank you for listening to this video. We hope to hear from you soon.